Another choppy day in the market as we approach NVIDIA earnings. Spiders here holding in the flat line by the close. Q's finished up just slightly. The Russell and the Dow bringing up the rear. They were flat to lower. So yet another day of kind of choppy price action here. And everybody's kind of waiting on NVDA to report. They will be out in about 25 minutes or so. That's usually when they report. I'm going to try and get this video out before then. I probably won't because YouTube takes forever to check. But I'll just give you the levels now. Just 230. Really, that's it. On the downside, 200. But 230 is your LG1 for Friday. 240 above that, that's your right tail. And if we don't do anything, I would say just 220 probably kind of pins into that area. NVIDIA is tricky, right? Because it's the largest stock in the market. It's $5 trillion company. And it's always, we always get these big IV crushes, but there is some convexity up to 230. I can definitely say that confidently. Is that a buy? I mean, I don't, I think the better way to play it would just be with like SOXL or TQQQ, just to kind of eliminate that single stock risk. But, right now there's a really good setup here, and I want to point this out. And we're getting a bit of a jump right now. I don't know if that's Salesforce, because I believe we got that. Yeah, there you go. So Salesforce, or sorry, CrowdStrike and Salesforce here. So nice pop for both of those. So I'm just doing this in real time, trying to react. So there's your kind of TQQQ play. SOXL still waiting on NVDA, but I'll continue to monitor this while I'm doing this. But, I like this setup here still. So I had the last couple of days off. And, got a little bit of a break from the charts, which was very nice to kind of refresh, especially with this price action. I feel bad for you guys having to watch this the last couple of days, but I have fresh eyes here, and I can still see the same kind of setup that we saw last week. This RSI really hasn't, it's starting to work off now, but it's starting to work off into and I'm just going to go to a 2 hour just because it's a little cleaner. But it's starting to work off into an inverse head and shoulder here. And CRM is trying to trigger it right now. So is CrowdStrike. And if that were to go through, we could see, I'm just kind of guesstimating, we'll just call it 30K on NQ again, 29.9. And I know it feels like it can't happen because, right, like, you guys are probably tired of it right now. I totally get it. But like I said, I have fresh eyes here, and this looks really good to me. I said this in our Discord, actually. I was like, we're probably making a power hour rally here because it feels to me like everybody's just kind of given up on a rally. And it almost feels kind of now, to a lesser extent, like the Qs and SPY. But it feels kind of like how Bitcoin did like 2 weeks ago. Like everybody's like, screw this, like, I give up, right? And then we get a move, right? Contraction leads to expansion. It can't stay this tight for a while. I did think we could see trend today. We didn't. That doesn't mean we can't, though, on NVIDIA. So if we get up to, if we do that 230 move, that this will go a lot higher. But, we're tight here. This is really tight, right? There's not much else to say. I talked about, Ethereum here, right? This was just as compressed as you can get. So, contraction does lead to expansion. And I think even if you're a bear here, you kind of want us to put it, well, especially on the Qs, you want us to put it in a lower high. But, and work that kind of RSI off. But, how high could we go? I definitely think 720 is doable. And this extends into tomorrow, too. And then we got Jackson Hole Friday, which I think probably will be more choppy. Remember, this type of chop is normal for this time of the year, right? It's Hampton season, right? So once we get on the other side of Labor Day, hopefully we can see a little bit more, better price action here. But, the frustration does kind of make me sit on the other side of the fence here. Maybe we'll see a little bit more. Maybe we'll see this open up tomorrow. Obviously, NVDA will dictate that. But CRM here. So after hours back on. Yeah, CRM holding up at 230. And crowd at 207. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that probably the LG1 for Friday. Oh, yeah. 210, that's crowd. Yep, 206, yep, there it is. And then CRM, I'm guessing that was in the tea leaves as well. 220, so it exceeded it by a little bit. We'll see if it walks back to 220. So nice moves here. And, INTU today, they got hit on earnings yesterday, but it came back nicely. But speaking of these cloud names, that's a good candle on IGV, right? Gapping below all of those pivots on the daily and then closing green and closing above the prior day open. That's not bad. And this weekly, I like how we just kissed that 100 week moving average and popped right back up. So IGV acting okay. Transport still in a range. There's probably a move coming in this too. And then TLT also, down a little bit today, but for some reason, I don't know, the bond market didn't collapse, while I was gone, because I was told that we lost control of rates or something, but TLT is higher than where it was Friday, so I don't see how that must be like a misprint or something, but you can see ZB here, and they trotted out Druckenmiller too, to kind of get people bearish into Jackson Hole as well, so I find that interesting, but little divergence here on the weekly. We'll see if that plays out at all. XHB flat. That chart still kind of looks soft here. IYR is okay. The weekly here is still good. Banks, XLF flat. So nice recovery from that little dip last Thursday. And then KRE. This one's still a little soft. I see credit here. Did have a nice recovery though. And then broker dealers here. New all-time highs yesterday. So that held up well. Oil. Get our charts great. There we go. So oil was up earlier. It came back in off the highs. I talked about 128 in the YouTube short on Carnivore Trades. And by the way, if you want to check us out in the morning, we're live every morning at 8:45 on Carnivore Trades. The link is in the pinned comment. And if you want to get in on the trading room, that's at carnivoretrades.com. Link's also sitting down there as well. But we talked about 128. I said I don't see us getting much past that, and we got a little above 125, 129, and we walked back in here. So, it came back in here. Oil still, jury's out right now. I know RB here is like threatening with this kind of ascending triangle look. It does look a little tired though. We'll see it. I think it needs to break out soon if it's gonna. XLE, little pullback to the 20-day. XOP, same thing. And then OIH here pulling back as well. Weekly chart. We never closed above that 615 candle. We did close above 420, but we never closed above that 615 weekly candle. It's not broken though. And then dollar up today on PCE. This could still be another bear flag though, so careful for that. Gold finally stalling out. Nothing really wrong there. Silver stalling as well as platinum and palladium. And then copper here finally got hit a little bit, but nothing terrible. And then lastly, we have Bitcoin here. Still acting pretty well. So, it's up into this resistance. There are trapped longs here, but it's flagging, right? It's not rejecting. So we see a little bit more of that. And we see that 20 MA catch up to price. It's still got a ways to go. If that catches up while this is flagging, this can go higher. But until then, it's had a nice move. And it's cooling off right now. But we'll see what we get here with NVDA. Again, just keep an eye out for 230. I'll try to get this out as quickly as I can, but YouTube takes forever to check, so we'll see what happens. But anyways, you guys take care. I'll wrap it up here. Come find me on carnivoretrades.com. We'll see you guys all tomorrow.